Hello, Leo. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is your December horoscope for 2021. And just to recap, this has been the year of the ancestor. You've listened to the universal beat of your own soul. Leos usually do. You committed yourself to walk through those birch trees and was dedicated to walk on that path. Last month for you was a reunion, represented by the Six of Vessels and the reunion card. And it's good to reunite with people in the month of November, whether that's loved ones, friends, family, however you want to look at it. It's a reunification process, maybe even a job situation. Okay, Leo? So that was what was going on for you in November. Let's see what December holds for you. Just want one card. December will be represented by the Page of Stones. Okay. Now, pages are messengers, and stones is about security, stability, and materialism. And what this Page of Stones is asking you for, now this could be you, this could be somebody else in your life. Okay. What this tells me is that you are going to be around people, and people are going to be around you during this process in December. Okay. Now, the lynx, he likes to, go through the trees. All right. But he's that messenger for you this month. And he's going to ask you, what can you learn from this situation? Let's tie this into last month. What did you learn in November in that reunion process? What did you learn from that situation, and how is that going to carry over for you in December? And then also, this Page of Stones asks, what data do you need to make a good decision? Do you have enough data points from this reunion, whether it's with family, people from work, okay, to make a good decision on moving forward into December? Okay. You have to look both forward and backward with the cards. And this Page of Stones is actually looking towards November. So, the lessons that you learned in November are going to carry over into December for you. And that's going to be the message. And you're going to hear this message from a number of people, okay? Whatever that message may be, okay? And we're about ready to find out, with these other weeks as we tie this in, Leo. So the first week is going to be represented by just want one card. Eight of Bows and Hearthfire. Now, the 8 is getting towards a completion. 10s are complete. All right. Bows is about fire energy. Bows is action energy. Okay. So you got this Hearthfire moment, being shared with others. Leo always likes a good party. Okay. So, maybe there's some parties that you're going to be at, or maybe you're in a community where there's, opportunities to reunite, okay, with people you haven't seen over the years, okay, and there's going to be a Hearthfire moment, and it's sharing that warmth, it's sharing that joy, sharing that happiness, okay, sharing the stories of what's happened over the last year, okay, or what happened last month to help you out, okay. But what can you learn from this? What can you learn from this situation of being in this Hearthfire moment? Well, for one, if you are not engaging in those after work parties, and I'm not saying engaging to the point where, you're not sober, but, if you're not going to them, if you're not going to the parties within your neighborhood, all right, that's really not a Hearthfire moment. If you're not engaging with that, okay, you're not learning anything, because there's probably some messages that are out there in those Hearthfire moments to help you with your career, to help you with a relationship, to help you with, what's going on, in your social standing, okay? The other piece of that Hearthfire moment is, what data do you need to make a good decision on that, okay? Now, I don't like hanging around people that gossip and, bringing on negativity, And maybe that's, part of that data that you're collecting is saying, you know what? I really enjoy going to these parties, but I'll enjoy the gossip. I'll enjoy the rumors. You don't have to engage in them, but you can just sit there and listen to what's going on, all right? And not try to one up, not try to let your ego get involved, Leo. Okay, it's just an opportunity to sharing stories, right? And just, being with that hearth fire moment where it's just, you're out there and you're sharing stuff with other people. Let's see what that second week has for you, Leo. It's amazing what they can put on boats and skidoos nowadays. During that second week, it's going to be represented by the hooded man. So even though you may have that hearth fire moment in the first week, okay, you're going to want to find that seclusion within. Okay, you're going to want to go up to that highest mountain and seclude yourself during that second week. Okay, but what can you learn from that? How can that page of stones, that links, help you in that situation? Well, by going within, by looking within, by addressing your fears, by addressing your limitations, you're really into improving yourself. Okay, you're answering the questions that were holding you back. Okay, and you're opening yourself up for new opportunities in 2022. And the data that you're collecting during this time of December, maybe somebody told you something about yourself that you didn't know during that hearth fire moment, and you're able to use that information, okay, to make yourself better going into 2022. Okay. Again, with this page of stones, this could be you, but this could also be, a lot of other people that are, giving you that information. Okay. You've also got the page of arrows down there, that red. So you got a couple pages that you can talk to, but you have to listen to the messages. You can't be so wrapped up in others that you forget about yourself, and vice versa. You can't be so into this hooded man that you forget about the hearth fire moment of everybody else. Because, December's about, sharing and giving. It's about being with others. Okay? It's about, taking the time, to be thankful, and being blessed with what's going on. Okay. In that third week, Leo, is going to be represented by the three stones in creativity. Now, threes, are early in the process. Okay, this is usually collaboration. Here it's creativity, but it's something that it's also very stable, secure. Okay, the stones are stable and secure to begin with, but this green woman, in her creativity process, she's got her hands on the horse as well as the bull. So she's got the strong Taurus energy, okay? And she's also got the horse energy to help pull her through. So, what can you learn from this situation in this third week? If you're out there sharing and caring with everybody else during this earth fire moment, and you recede into your own, and looking at your fears, okay, there may be some sort of, you can learn from that and come up with a creative process of how to move forward into 2022, how to remake yourself, so to speak. But you have to listen to those messages from this, page of stones, as well as the message from the page of arrows. Okay. In the same time that you're doing this, as you're creating something, maybe, you're looking for a new opportunity, a new career, a new job, Leo. Okay, how do you recreate something, into a new field, right? You know what that thought process is because you've thought about it. Maybe you connected with somebody during that first week with that hearth fire moment. Now that you've got the data to make the good decision, okay, now you can creatively come up with a wind's picking up here. An opportunity to create a very good resume, all right, or a cover letter or a project, All right, something that'll give you a little bit more recognition within your workspace. Okay? So that's a creativity for you during that third week. And then the final week of December for you, Leo, is going to be represented by Eight of Arrows and struggle. And I can relate to this, okay, because Christmas is usually, it's always rough for me. This last week, this Eight of Arrows is a struggle, but, you know, the one thing I'm going to say is you have that beacon of hope. You know, you still got some firewood from the bows. You're still being covered with you know, the furs to keep you warm. All right. And yes, it might be a struggle for you because of the holiday. Okay. But what can you learn from that situation? You know, maybe it's something where you can learn to say, you know what, I'm going to bring other people into my life. You know, I'm going to help have them shield me during this time of struggle as we're going into the new year. You can learn from this whole situation. You know, maybe it's you know, maybe you're letting yourself get, you know, with that struggle. Arrows is mental, you know, information energy. Mental energy is what I want to say. But maybe you're not getting the information you want from that creativity that you put together. Okay, maybe you're not getting that information you want. The data you're collecting isn't supporting the information. Okay, and you feel flustered. You feel frustrated. Okay. Which is another, you know, Five of Arrows, frustration. And that's just leading into the struggle going into the new year. You know, try not to let that struggle hold you back, Leo. Okay? You can learn from this by saying, you know what, it's just time to move on. It's time to move forward. Okay? It's time to, you know, do what you know, have to do to understand what it needs to be done moving into 2022. Okay, so I hate to end on a down note there for you, Leo, but you know what? If you can learn from this situation in the month of December, going into 2022, you know, the card going into 2022 for the year is going to be the Archer, so it's setting your sights on a goal. So that's good. If you can learn and set yourself up for January in 2022, you know, that's good. Don't let it be a struggle. You've got that light of hope sitting there with you, Leo. All right, so there you have it. Page of Arrows, or Page of Stones and links. What are you going to learn from this situation, Leo? You know, what data do you need to collect to make a good decision? That's the theme for the month. Listen to those messages. Listen to the, you know, to both the Page of Stones and the Page of Arrows. All right, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And we'll talk to you here in a couple weeks when the 2022 forecasts come out. This is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you then. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Merry Christmas, everybody.